ladies. This is Lisa Marie Mache Wahotasen. Hey, ladies. I hope you are well. So I'm just going to see if anybody gets on this morning. I am at my work, the Art Center. Yes, and I got 9 hours of sleep. I'm bragging right now. I slept from 8 to 5. So I got 9 hours of sleep. I feel like I'm back on track. When I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before, I did take a nap during the day, so I feel like I'm back on track. So, hope you're well. Hope you are. I want to just, shout out my own self. Shout out my own self. Did you see my thumbnail? Did you see my thumbnail for both channels, my Afrocentric Home Design and my Blackberry Beauty Academy? Did you see the thumbnail? Are we moving? Are we growing? Are we elevating? I hope we are. I hope we are, because I need it. So my daughter did the thumbnails, and I got, let's see, 2, 4. So I got 6 altogether. I think she gave me 6 thumbnails. So there'll be a part 2 to the skincare routine. And there'll be some more just daily vlogs of me doing the laundry. I want to, Blackberry Beauty Academy, this channel, I want to bring, and the other one as well, some of my everyday things, like taking the clothes off the line, watering my plants, things of that nature. So yeah, everything is good. Everything is great. When I know a lot of people have asked me or have made comments that they was like, Lisa Marie, your creativity is on fire since you've been to Ghana. You are on it since you've been to Ghana. And I had to really think about that. Have I been less creative when I wasn't in Ghana? And I think that it's true. Let me say this, for a long time, y'all, or for a good while when I was in the States, and I would say, especially when I was in North Carolina, where I had time to think about it, I felt like I wasn't I wanted to be more creative in another way. I wanted to express my creativity in a new way. Because I can't say I wasn't creative when I went to North Carolina, because I just think about how I created, with the help of my ex, in our own image. I mean, if that's not creativity, what is? So I can't say, when I go back and I think about all the places I've been since I've been on YouTube, as far as where I've lived, the different states, the places I visit, the movies and documentaries I was in, I guess I've always been creative, and I feel like it's just maybe sometimes hard for me to see it, and maybe even others to see it, because if it's always being creative, sometimes you don't know the person's being always creative. You just kind of feel like that's that person. So to sit back and think, is it more creative? Am I being more creative in Ghana than I've ever been before? No, I think that I'm being creative in a new way that you and I have never seen, in a different kind of way. And I think it's an elevation of creativity. Because if you think about it, I always wore my head wraps in different ways. I always wore my clothes in different ways. I always wore earrings in a different way. Just now, I'm actually designing my own stuff. Do I feel like, though, that there's an acceleration of growth? I feel like there's an acceleration of growth, and I'll tell you why. I feel like it because I feel like I don't have the same stresses that I had when I was in the States. So I feel like when you don't have the same stresses, it makes you feel free. That's it. You just feel freer. So I feel, and then I think I feel free in general. I feel very free in Ghana. I feel, like I said, I think that Black people dealing with, even if it's unconsciously or it's subconscious, dealing with racism, white supremacy, you don't realize it's always in your life. You don't realize it's governed by just the very things you do in your everyday life. You don't realize it. Or even just the consumerism, or even the more, not even consumerism, but I was thinking about it, the kind of capitalistic way where you have to work really hard to keep everything you got. That's what I mean. You got to keep working to keep everything you got. And after a while, everything you got is helping you to go get more, but it never really makes you happy. I feel like this simpler way of life and this joy is different. And then also, too, think about it, the things that I'm doing is all in line with who I am. It wasn't like I just got Afrocentric since I got here. It wasn't like that. Do you know I know you're going to think incredible, I had 2 sisters ask me to help them, African women, to wrap their hair. So I know it's not, or they asked me who taught me how to do this. Or I had people, I remember when I was at Kwame's niece's graduation, and I was dancing, his family asked him, did he teach me how to do that? So it's and I had a friend here, a sister friend here, Queen Mother, who her landlord, who is African, Ghanaian, asked her, can she teach her African dance? So the idea is that I've always been this. This is sometimes I say sometimes diasporans. Sometimes we are, and I'm going to use this word very loosely, more African than the Africans. No disrespect to any Africans watching. Let me tell you what I mean. Because I just told you people asked me to help me wrap their hair. Did Kwame teach me how to dance? I think that we wanted it so much, and we wanted it so bad. We're going to find us a nice spot, y'all, so we won't have all this noise. And we wanted it so bad. Oh, I can't move because I got to do my Wi-Fi. I forgot because it's being plugged in. That I think that we created it. I think that we wanted it so much. We took the African dance classes. We wanted it so much. We learned how to wrap our hairs and wrapped it. We wanted it because we didn't have it around us. We learned, somebody said, very impressive that you've only been in Ghana for 10 months, but you seem to have a real grasp of the culture, the community. But I wanted to say, no, well, thank you, first of all, I accept it. What I have a grasp of is my own African self. That's what it is. It's not, and I know to Africans on the continent, like they said, who taught you how to dance like that? Who taught you how to wrap your things? Who taught you? Because in their minds, we are not African sometimes. We are so far removed, but they don't know there's a culture, of a subculture, if you will, of African Americans. That's what I can speak for. And even African Caribbeans, that are so African. I have my child at home. Many women here have never had a child in their home birth. No, they go to hospitals, honey. I live in a community that was Afrocentric. We really practice, collective work and responsibility. Ujuma. You know what I'm saying? Ujima, collective work and responsibility, and I forget the other one, but we really practice that. We had, like I said, we had our babies at home. I kept my baby in the house for 30 days before anybody else could see her. We were doing so much, like we were hungry for Africa. And for my Africans that's watching, I want to explain it to you. We were hungry for it. We thought Africans wore their head wrap. We thought Africans knew how to dance African dance. We thought Africans had their babies at home. So in our idea, we wanted to be that. So when I came here, it wasn't hard. Oh, and then learning about the Ndinkra symbols and understanding them and the power. People are like, how do you know that? Because some of us, we got scholars and the Black American scholars that know the Ndinkra symbols and the so-called hieroglyphics of Egypt, and backwards and inside and out, backwards and forwards, because that's how much we want it. It's just now with all the information, the way of living, my experience, I get to come to the continent, and I get to, everything that was already in me is solidified now. Because I'm here, and it feels as good as I thought it would. It feels better in some ways, I feel like, yes, our Afrocentric lifestyle that a lot of Black Americans were practicing, and Caribbean Americans or Caribbeans in general were practicing, I feel like that's why you could come here and be fine. Because you kind of been doing this. So the creativity, although it seems like it's like, oh my God, it's brand new, it was just waiting. It was waiting to come out in this way because it was already there, but it was waiting to come out in this way. Yeah, my life is way better. So much I don't do. I got rid of a lot of bad, so-called bad habits that can hold you back, whether they're mental bad habits or physical or spiritual. So I'm enjoying. How are you? Well, to say, yes, I'm living a life. For me, it's and when I say no, I'm living my life. And for so many of us, and this is, I dare say, for many of us, black, white, whatever, red, green, purple, whatever, most people are not living their life. They're living the life for someone else. So when I say I'm living the life, I really want to change to I'm living my life unapologetically. And even here, no, everybody's not wearing African wraps, although you do see it a lot. Because we're in continent, people do wear their hair wrap here. So, maybe it's not everybody, but it doesn't matter, it's a lot. People do wear galas and lapas, lapas. People do. So I just fit right in, but I think when they ask, but let me just say this too, I want to say this. When you wear your African wraps, y'all, just for my sisters that might be coming, and you wear your little African fabrics, your African colors, you will get stuff nobody else get. The men lose it. The men love it. Like, absolutely call you all kinds of African queens, and you thinking, but I'm in Africa. How could I be an African queen? But it's not seen every day. Because just like everywhere you go, the dress for success is not a gele, a lapa. That's not dress for success. Success is wearing a suit and tie. You see the professional brothers here, they wear shirts and ties. And, you know, when I look at them going into the office, I'll be like, dang, wouldn't it be nice if they can? Because it's the ones that could actually afford to do it too, with their Batakaris or their Ankara, you know. At the same time, it's okay. It's okay, but for me, this is not an act. It's not a gimmick. It's not I'm playing. It's not appropriation. I've been groomed for this. I've been groomed for this. I've been waiting for this for the rest of all my life and didn't even know it. When I found Africa for me, I mean, really in my own heart, even though my mother brought it to me as a youngster and my siblings. But that day that I remember when I found it, I feel like it was really when I met my daughter's father, who was Rasta. That's why I say, although my daughter's father is a Black American too, he is Rasta. When I found that way and that collective working responsibility, that coming together, that working for ourselves, that having our babies at home, that's feeding our babies, I knew I was home. And reading about Marcus Garvey and all, and then even with my ex, the one I was married to, and bringing the artifacts into the home, and bringing the stools into the home. I remember the thinker symbols. I think I found that when I was still in Brooklyn, and I was probably 16. Like, I always had a fascination with it. So, am I more creative in Ghana? In some ways, yes, because it's so. But it's only because it's me. There's people that's already living here, people that's visiting, people that's diaspora, and people that's continental Africans that look at this stuff all day and keep walking. What I'm trying to tell you is you have to see. You have to already be it to see it. I'm going to say it again. You have to already be it to see it. You could come here and this would be nice, it'd be fun, be a little vacation, you see all this stuff, be like, oh my God, but you go back home and you do your thing. You can come here and live here and never come, never really see it, never really think about it. It's not you. Some people, they're not artistic in that way. They're artistic in other ways, some in some business or in other ways, or their talent. So it still had to be me in order to see it. I had to be it, because I would never see it. So people come every day. So yeah, it made me laugh when they asked him, can he teach me? Did he teach me to dance? And I'm telling you, he can't dance now. He can't. It's hilarious, actually. So, but yeah, y'all. So yeah, anyway, y'all, everything is good. Everything is great, y'all. You know what? I'm going to see who's on, but I wanted to show y'all one earring that I forgot to show you. The earrings are pretty much going fast, but again, don't worry. Anything you see, I can remake for you, so I can make another one. That was the whole point. I made all those, but I want to definitely, you know, sell all the ones that I do have, but I forgot this. So let's do this one more. So you know, it's my favorite, but these are being made. They take time because he's got to make every pyramid one with, check this out, with the Ndingwa symbols in it. So that definitely takes a little time. And you know, I got some sleep today, right? So 9 hours. So I forgot the one called Ebon. And Ebon is fences. And I'll read it to you first. So fences, fence. Fenced abodes in traditional Ghanaian homes are regarded as the ideal. Within such enclosures, one expects safety, security, and love. And do you know that my gate, where I live, actually has this symbol? And I just noticed it after I created the earrings. I said, oh my gosh, wait, I have that symbol in my gate. And I feel all of those things in my home. So that is something else, and I'll show you, but so that's the fences. So that's stunning. So that's another one that I have, in case if you're looking for this one. Gorgeous, huh? Very beautiful. So I wanted to show you that. Hey, I really should be wearing these today. I've been thinking about wearing these today. But no, that's right. Somebody might want them. I'm not going to wear them. If somebody don't want them, maybe I will. So, all gorgeous, right? So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I showed you that. Those are the only ones I didn't show you. So yeah, we got quite a few orders. You're loving the comb in a heart shape. You're loving the Bessie sock out because that one means affluence. Yeah, y'all loving some good ones. So I'm excited. I'm gonna have Kwame clean these for me too. But yeah, y'all, I just want to say, just a shout out for those thumbnails somebody's growing. So yeah, but let me go back. But am I growing in Ghana? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm growing because I'm perfecting myself. I was I was in a taxi today, and best thinking in the taxi. And I was thinking about the idea, somebody had left a comment and asked me, are you going to or would you give up your American citizenship to live in Ghana or I guess any part of the continent? I know this is going to shock you. I'm not saying, well, but I would in a minute. If I had to, it was a choice, I would give it up. I don't need to, but if I had to, I would. I just don't feel like, I'm 53, I'll be 54 years old. Like, I just don't feel like there's nothing more there. I really don't. I am really home. I'm one of the African Americans that's sitting up here telling you I am home and I would rather be here than anywhere else in the world. So I'm good. Like you know what I'm saying? And Spirit was like, it's true. Like me and Spirit, we talk. Spirit was like, at your age, you know what you want. You know what you like. And you know nothing else is promised. No more days are promised. I'm happy. So, if it was like a choice and they made you and they have choose one, okay, I'll stay here then. I'll stay here. So yeah. So let's see who's on today. Good morning, Bev. Hey, Rosebell. Thank you. I appreciate that. The thumbnail. You are clearly having a ball. It's awesome to see a sister truly in her groove. Hey, sis. Hey, Naturally. How are you? Hey, Afriscope. And thank you. I am. It's true. That's right. That guy from Texas. Good morning. My firstborn didn't get a name till I was ready to leave the hospital. That's right. I later found out that it was our natural culture to wait and name your child based on what you saw and felt. It's in the DNA. Naturally clever. Now, that is so right on. You're absolutely right in every way. Hey, that guy says to Naturally. Good to see you, says that guy. Naturally says yes. Hey, Frank, greetings to you. Naturally says email your coach for your cultural goodies at theblackberrybeauty@gmail.com. Have you sign up for the monthly mastermind group? You still have time. Yeah, y'all, we got some stuff going. I got some calendars already printed out. I got a little booklet. I got some meditations I'm going to give you. So our mastermind group about to do it. Good for you, sis. There's nothing like home. Plus, thank you, DC. There's nothing like home. There's nothing like home. But again, who feels and knows it? So are all the people or some of the people you see that come here and say it's horrible, this and that, are they lying? Are they wrong? No. For them, they don't feel it. Maybe they wasn't that Afrocentric when they was home or back in the States. Maybe they never visited other countries to have a feeling of what it would be like to be outside of the United States, or especially other black countries. It could be a lot of reasons. But I don't ever want to take away somebody else's experience. If they didn't like it, they didn't like it. They got it right. So, and I respect that. I really do. I respect because I'm telling you about me. But also at the same time, I always want to say, are you going to come and feel exactly what I feel? I mean, you're not me, so I don't think you are. Then you're going to feel exactly what you feel. Whatever that is for you. Because I think the other thing could be like, oh my gosh, she loves like it, I'm going to love it. And I always tell people the truth, like, hey, it's a little different, okay, than the States. But if you've done the Caribbean and you in a certain kind of way, if you've done other parts of the Americas in certain kind of way, then that infrastructural part, you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. That's why I said, find people when you get here that could really adopt you, but the right people. So make sure your energy is good. Make sure you do a lot of your healing work, a lot of your high vibratory frequency work. I guarantee you, if you're running, you ain't gonna run to nothing good. If you're running from bad, you ain't running to nothing good. That energy will never work. But if you got yourself right and you loving who you are, and you know who you are, it don't matter where you go and what people say, you gonna know who you are. And it's very important to know who you are as an African. Like I said, I don't, if no continental African ever said, you know you African, I would thank you very much, but it would be okay if you didn't say it because I already know. So come with that knowing. And when you do, it'll be good. And then we'll do some more stuff. We'll talk about a mastermind group, just some spiritual opening. You know, I don't know what it's looking like in where I used to live, but I don't feel it being very positive. And I feel like the only way to kind of transcend it all is to really understand the intergalactivity or lactity or whatever, intergalactically speaking, how and where you really come from. That in the end, it's not even a physical place that you come from. And that we could live on that intergalactic realm all of the time. And when I speak of intergalactic, I'm speaking of a spiritual place, a spiritual consciousness that you walk with daily. I feel like that we're going to be leaning more to our symbols as protection, our symbols as shield, our symbols that surround us and almost to make us invisible. I feel like these are taking me on a ride. My sister and I, we talked on the phone, and oh my God, my mother both came to us on an intergalactic level. Mine was on a magic carpet ride, and hers was in the same way. Mine was in the pyramid going up, but we both was in the galaxies talking to our ancestors. They're not always down there, they up there now. And so we got to connect that everything, the clothes, the symbols, everything I create is going to be really about how do we make sure that we realize we're not in it or of it as far as on this physical plane. That we really walking in physical bodies, but we are spiritually gods and goddesses. We are spiritually stars. We are interplanetary. We're moving in an interplanetary way. And we got to remember that. I know it sounds weird, it sounds freaky. I know it sounds like, oh my God, she's going out now. She's like John Coltrane, she gone. She went out. But I'm telling you, those that this fashion, this connectiveness, this bring coming back home, I got my shields, y'all. Get yours. Afrocentric Home Design, get yours. These things are powerful, and I can see why the demand for the earrings are so big. Wait till you start seeing the clothes. I've already designed it. Yeah, it's good stuff. The bag, I tell you, it's a spaceship already. It transports you. That's what we need first. If we can't transport and energetically, how are we going to transport physically and really be where we think we are? Check that out. Anyway, I know I'm too Parliament Funkadelic right now, but we'll talk about that another time. Morning, African family, just chilling, enjoying the beautiful blackberry. Oh, DC, yes, thank you. Good morning, Miss TB. Wow, how beautiful, says Naturally Clever. Hey, my Ghanaian friend's husband said that Ghana was, and she said nothing. I still feel angry about it until this day. Oh, that's too bad. No, it does not sound weird. It sounds right. Thank you, Rosebell. I'm telling y'all, I didn't come without the design, and then now I'm realizing where it's going and what it's doing and how people are feeling and reacting to it. And we need to go home, but our home sometimes is in consciousness. When we go home in consciousness, the physical body can go anywhere we want and be safe. They losing and they know they're losing, but if we don't believe it, if we believe that they're winning, then if we fall for all of it, then we lost. But we won. We won because we know how to go back to the stars. Because we know how to move from a frequency. I mean, think about it. How I got here was already miraculous. But I remember the one thing. Y'all can go back to the videos. With me in front of that orange glow wall. I stayed with the high vibratory frequency. I wouldn't let nobody bring it down. People tried. I kept that thing so high it annoyed people. So I know about traveling, but that was on some level, and I thank the law of attraction and Esther Jerry Hicks for that principle to Abraham. But where I am now is that is me right here. The vortex is inside the pyramid, and I'm sitting on all of that, and I'm traveling with that. And so can you. So can you, y'all. Come into the Mastermind group because I would love to talk more about it. I got some real, I get 8, 9 hours, 10 hours of sleep. You get 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Oh my God. Oh my goddess. Oh my stars. That's all I can say. It's a beautiful reality. It's a beautiful world. And you creating it. But you got to get your rest. You got to take care of your body, your mind, your spirit. You got to wear your spiritual shield, your spiritual clothes. Sometimes you got to keep your head covered. That's another thing I've been told. That's why I'm doing it. We're going to get, my sister was talking about, make sure we're in the colors of the chakra. So every one of my hair wraps are the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. I just got to get the blue, indigo, and violet. Then we'll have all the colors, and we'll have the symbols on it as well. So that when we get that information through our seventh, well, really our crown chakra, it'll really be coming, attracting God to God. That you know what I mean? A lot of those symbols. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I slept well last night. All right, ladies, let me go. And gentlemen, hey, Riza, how are you? I love by the piece from you that I saw a few months ago. It was orange and black, I believe. Yes, I can have that for you, that guy from Texas. And it had holes in it to store things. I got to think about it. I don't remember. But I'll think about it. Let me, maybe Natural Clever will help me remember. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for taking this intergalactic ride with me. I know, y'all, but it's everything. It's the hibiscus on the face and over the hair. It's the sea salt scrubs. It's the Ghana clay. It's the clay, y'all. It's all of it. So. All right, y'all. Love you. Yes, Naturally will help me for sure. Okay, yeah. Screenshot it says Naturally Clever. Thank you. And that guy said okay. All right, y'all. Enjoy the video for those that are watching the replay. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.